I might know one or two things about the serve. But we're lucky today that we have Andy Murray's coach here, Jamie Delgado, who's going to teach me 3 things about the serve to make it easier for you at home.
First thing, Greg, we're going to work on, before you've even hit the serve, we're going to get to the ball toss. And it's very, very important that you have a consistent ball toss that you can deal with under pressure. So what we want for that is a very straight arm. That includes your fingers, your wrist, and your elbow. So when you throw the ball up, we want a nice, steady, straight arm so that your ball toss can be consistent. There you go.
Okay, and should it be slightly in front of me? Should it be behind me? Where should the toss be?
Just slightly in front of you so that you then can get a bit of body weight going into the court after you've hit the serve.
Okay.
So once you've done that, now it's time to really push up with your legs.
Okay.
So when you've got the ball in the right position, you think you can get yourself a good serve, you really, a lot of energy getting up to the serve to give you optimum power into your serve. So that's tip number 2.
And then what's the 3rd magic tip that's going to make me a good server?
Make you a good server. Okay, so the 3rd one, after contact, you're still going to be rising after contact. A lot of players will get to the ball and then start pulling down a little bit too quick. I want you to still keep going up after you hit the ball and then go into the court.
All right, so should we give this a go in 3 stages?
Let's
so
go.
I'm going to see the toss is here.
Yeah.
So when I toss after, that's tip number 1. Tip number 2 is toss, get up.
There you go.
And then tip number 3 is to get up and go after it. So this is the one we're going to try now.
Exactly. Excellent serve. One more thing we're going to throw in there is, where do you think the ball toss should be in relation to left and right? If you had a clock in front of your head up above.
Okay, so if this is 12, I would normally put my toss between 1 and 12 o'clock.
Okay, go for it. When you throw the ball up, Greg, before you serve, I'm going to tell you where you're going to serve, either tee, body or wide, just to make sure you've got the ball in the right place.
Okay.
This is an excellent drill you can do at home.
Okay.
Wide. That's an excellent serve. Excellent serve. Tee. That's excellent.
We have somebody joining us who knows how to serve right there. Can we get a real server out here for a second, this guy? How are you, Boris?
Okay.
Are you well?
Good.
I'm getting a serving lesson from Jamie Delgado today.
What's your tip on the serve?
My tip.
If you're going to give one tip on the serve.
Well, he actually has one of the best serves. And it's not about the power, the strength, but about the timing, I find. Have hit the ball at the right spot.
Yeah.
I find timing is the key.
Where's the right spot, would you say?
Everybody's different.
Yeah.
Everybody has a different right spot. That's why it's not a question of how tall or how short you are, but that you get the right timing. Even shorter players can have a great serve if they got their own timing.
And it's all personal, as you said, Boris. I mean, it's like it's a throwing motion. If you don't get into this position, then you can't go up, and it's all rhythm.
Yeah.
So you can do everything right, but if you have the wrong rhythm, you can forget about it.
Yeah. So why was your serve never world class?
That's true. That's very true. No timing.
Probably the person I remember growing up, you know, who did that so well was Pete Sampras, because I remember him talking about it when he was young. His coach used to do that on 1st and 2nd serve, and then all of a sudden he could change the direction depending on what the opponent did.
Exactly, and I think that the higher you go in the levels, the returners could then pick. They can see where you're going to serve if you're throwing it too far left, too far right. So if you've got a consistent ball toss there, like you're showing us there, you can do well for yourself, right?
Okay, I might get a career here. Okay, let's finish on a 3rd one, because we're 2 for 2. Can we be 3 for 3 with your calling? Let's try it one last time.
Let's go.
You can also add in the body if you like as well.
Body.
It's like money, isn't it?
Not a bad pupil, right?
I might make a debut here 20 years later at the O2. Thanks, Jamie. Much appreciated.
Good serving.
I hope you enjoyed our tips at home. Remember the 3 tips. Do you want to give it to them again? The 3 tips you had on the serve.
Nice and steady with the arm, no breaking in the wrist, the fingers or the elbow, using the legs when you've got the ball in the right position, and to keep hitting up after contact. You're going to serve great.